Commack Middle School, a lot of our curriculum is based on the concept of community. It's embedded in all that we do, from the curriculum to the service projects to the community projects. Our students are really taught to have a great sense of reflecting on their place in the world. It's not just that they're part of a global community, which we've developed a global network working with schools in India, Russia, Italy, Canada. It's they're also understanding that they are part of a local and a national network of learners and of people.
As I sit here thinking and reflecting on what creates a community involvement and global citizens in our school, I think about a lot of what we have in our hallways. And we have wonderful displays of student artwork, achievements of our students, and that all relates really back to our motto and something that we have taken ownership of over the past couple of years. And if you walk around our hallways and in our classrooms, you see signs that say respect, responsibility, and relationships.
And I'm the Middle Years Program Coordinator here at Commack Middle School. Having the Middle Years Program has really paved the way for us to engage our students as global citizens. The advent of technology has really allowed us to make connections with many people around the world. In our social studies classes, students connected with a school in Mexico. In our English classes, 7th grade students connected with a school in India to talk about their pastimes, and it was really interesting for the kids to see how similar many of their activities were.
One way that students achieve global mindedness in English class here at Commack Middle School is through examining inquiry questions in our class, such as how does the culture, time, and place influence the development of an individual's identity. For example, in the novel A Long Walk to Water, students are examining how Salva Dutt's experiences as a Sudanese lost boy in the 1980s influenced his growing into an independent person. Additionally, kids are also studying about how re-examining their own lives and thinking about how growing up in Commack is influencing their growing identities.
I teach a class called Global Citizens at Commack Middle School, which is a course designed to enrich students' lives, develop an appreciation for their own culture, to communicate with worldwide pen pals, and to also understand global issues and make connections back to their own lives. So with that, they're able to create their community project. In their community project, students work in groups to discover what they need to do to make a change in the world, whether it's to raise awareness, to raise funds, to raise resources or supplies. And through this project, students work with one another to make this happen. And not only are they making a change in a positive way to their environment, they're also becoming motivated learners, communicators, and they're learning how to overcome setbacks and make something positive happen in the world.
In my science classroom, my students calculate their household's ecological footprint. This means that they determine the impact of their lifestyle on the environment. They then take this value and compare and contrast it to students in 4 other countries. This helps them to understand their actions can have negative consequences on the environment.
When I think of our school as being a global school, I think of many things. I think of having friends from different cultures. Like one of my close friends taught me that she prays every morning, every day when she gets home and when she goes to bed. And I don't do that, so it's very interesting. I also learned in exploratory tech to have proper etiquette on the internet, which I learned before, but I really learned it in detail. Also, in facts, this year and last year, I learned how to cook and sew, which will really help me in life if I need to cook a meal for my family or sew my clothes that ripped.
When I think about how we've created a climate of global thinkers at Commack Middle School, I think of technology and how we use it to promote research and exchange information and ideas with others on a global scale. Particularly in my classes, we use technology for flipped learning, and in the flipped learning model, my students are learning to become creative and critical thinkers.
When global citizens work together well and they are very cooperative, this can be seen in our school how in earth science we have to work together to complete our labs assignments, and in addition to that, in Spanish class and other classes such as FACS, we are given leadership roles as we work together to complete a large assignment.
When I think about global citizens, I really think about my club, which is called Club Europa. The club is made up of students from all different grades, girls and boys, and all different nationalities. Club Europa really gives them a platform where they can talk about their backgrounds, their religion. We talk about how we celebrate or don't celebrate different holidays. It really gives them a chance to tell the other members who they really are. Our club fosters not only global awareness, but also our immediate community awareness and how we can make a difference, that we're all important. We're important in our own community and in the world around us.